There is something where the ulama mentioned, they call it wazifatul waqt, the wazifa, the job of the time, to recognize the specific times and the actions that are associated with these times. And the same thing applies for the specific places that we go to. And that's from the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ to make the priorities to what's in the wahy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the very obvious examples, the 5 daily salah. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَإِذَا اطْمَأْنَنْتُمْ فَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ كَانَتْ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا. That indeed the salah upon the believers is upon certain specific times. We cannot pray Fajr at the time of Dhuhr, or the Dhuhr at the time of Asr, whatever is convenient. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of the heavens and the earth, and He's the creator of time, and He subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to pray these prayers at a specific time. Changes every day, from the summer to the winter, from day and night. So all by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we are nothing but slaves to submit ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So everything changes, but what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us, this is something that is fixed. So to recognize the times that we're supposed to do certain actions, one of which again is the salah, that's the most important act. And the same thing for the days like Jumu'ah. The day of Jumu'ah is not like Saturday and Sunday and Monday and the rest of the week. This is a special day. This is the Eid of the Muslimin, the weekly Eid of the Muslimin. This is not something that we decided to have. This is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything is from the wahy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So to observe what's in the day of Jumu'ah, of its rights, whether it's from the Salat al-Fajr, even before that, during the night, the Salat on the Prophet ﷺ, and as we heard that, and we need to be reminded all the time, this is the day where the Salat on the Prophet ﷺ is not to do it once in a while. Al-Ikthar, أكثروا فيه من الصلاة عليه. Al-Ikthar, that means you make it so frequent that most of your time is occupied with this on the day of Jumu'ah, after you fulfill the obligations and your job, your work, all of these things. Whatever is left and the rights of the families and eating and drinking and all of that, the time is occupied with something like the Salah on the Prophet ﷺ. And of course what comes before that is the obligation of the Salatul Jumu'ah, and the more the person comes early to it and the virtues of it, and reciting Surah Al-Kahf and the dua throughout the day of Jumu'ah, especially before Maghrib. All these different sunnah and ways to observe the importance of the time and not to be forgetful. And the same thing with our daily actions, whether it's Qiyamul Layl, whether it's the recitation of the Quran, memorizing the Quran, reviewing the Quran, the sessions of ilm, to make these things, as people are so much scheduled and the importance of their time for the worldly matters, what's more important is matters of the deen. And it's by the mercy of Allah that this ummah is blessed with a small amount of actions, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless it so much when it comes to the rewards. Very simple. We're not commanded to occupy the day and the night, even though what's wrong with it? And one thing that inshallah will expand upon you, and we always say, were someone being in so much ibadah and so much salah. I say, but brother, we need to do other things. Just for the sake of argument. It's, can someone pray all day and all night? Allah, if he does, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring down onto him all kinds of blessings. But it's just a statement that we say that we're not even able to do some of it. You understand what I'm trying to say? Does these types of individuals exist nowadays? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon us. If someone, in the times where the salah is permitted, imagine someone after sunrise, he stand up in salat al-dhuhr, 2 rak'ah after 2 rak'ah. And then after salat al-jumu'ah, prays till asr. And then no prays after asr. And then after maghrib, he prays. After isha, he prays, and of course he has to fall asleep and he prays. You know, someone would say, but there's other rights in our life. Sure, this is, we say that in Arabic, right? We have other rights in this life, but is it really valid for someone to say something like this? We don't have this example to say there's other rights in our lives. We don't have that example to tell the brother, please, you need to relax the matter because there are other rights in your life. When we reach that eagerness and the state of that we are upon the ibadah of Allah, this is what the Prophet ﷺ would say to the Sahaba. Those who would come, I would pray all night without sleeping. I would never get married to women, and I would fast every day. So the Prophet ﷺ get angry with this. This is not what this deen is upon. So he would hold them back from doing this. But when someone is already relaxed, you hold them back of what? And for our case, we should encourage ourselves, make lots of salah, fast as much as you can, do things for the sake of Allah, according, of course, to the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And at the same time, yes, once we become like that, then we need to hold ourselves back. It's always within the limits, of course, of the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept for all of us. And inshallah ta'ala, the dars will be in 8 minutes, inshallah.